Everybody, it's your average working man back at it again. We have another project on the table today. My truck is not shifting past first. It used to only shift into second, now it will not shift past first. So to verify exactly what's going on, because I already changed the transmission fluid, I'm hoping that's not what happened. But to know for sure, I'm changing speed sensors. I was going to change both. I can only find one for now, so I'm going to try one of them that could be having issues, and we'll go from there, see if anything changes. Alright, so I'm going to start this bad girl up, and I'm going to take you guys on a quick ride along, and I think you'll be able to clearly hear the fact that it's sticking in first by the way the engine is revving and how loud it's getting. Here goes. Weird. Now it wants to shift into second. I was having issues yesterday. Apparently it wants to shift past first today. Not sure what the heck is going on there, but I'm gonna see what I can do with the speed sensor, if anything at all. This here is the new speed sensor. AutoZone didn't even sell these things at all anymore. It's O'Reilly's where I got this bad boy. Comes with a new bracket and everything. However, the last owner busted off the bolt where this thing's supposed to mount, so I'm not sure how much trouble I'll have. I might have to epoxy this thing in, glue it in there somehow. Getting up under this truck here, just like the tour. There is my transmission, the pan, and then all the beautiful components above it. I should get a flashlight or something, because you're not going to be able to see everything I'm messing with here. So of course, what do you do if you actually need a flashlight? You don't know where to find one on hand? Use your current phone. Doy. So, this truck, the C3500, has two speed sensors. Behind this cluster of harnesses, everything else, there is the output speed sensor in the back. This outputs the speed reading to the odometer on the dashboard, tells you and the transmission engine computer all the goodies, how quick that the vehicle's going. As you may be able to notice, there is red gasketing around it. It was leaking, probably bad O-ring, so put some RTV in there, sealed it right up. Harness going into the transmission for all the electrical components. Harness connecting to the output speed sensor here. And then lastly, speed sensor I'm going to mess with today, which is the input speed sensor. Can you see it? Hang on. Right there. There it is. Yes. There it is. The input speed sensor right there. This is what I was talking about, where the last owner broke off a bolt in there. Come on, come on. It's so hard to see. Sorry, guys. Tight space. But they broke off a bolt that would hold this bracket in place that connects to it. So the old owner had some brown epoxy stuff on there that came off. I'm going to have to get something like that going too for this one. But first I'm just going to pop it in and see if it changes anything. It literally just pops out. It's because, as you saw, it's a sensor and an O-ring, and the O-ring essentially seals it in there. Look at that. Just like that. Nice and easy. Little transmission fluid mess. No big deal. Then it just pops off of this harness. Pop the new one on. Pop it in. It's good. There they are, side by side. Like I said, last owner had some epoxy on there, so it looks different. These things are really magnetic, because that's how they operate, because they stick to each other, or at the right angle, push each other away. I don't want to mess with it, so I'm going to stop doing that. It looks pretty much the exact same thing. I'll tell you, transmission fluid really stinks. First time you smell it, it definitely reeks. I've gotten used to it. Now I kind of like it. Messing with it so much, but it's a strong odor. Guess I'm gonna go stick this in there now and hope it changes something. Alright, so as I said earlier, all I essentially gotta do is pop this speed sensor in there, and it's already in place thanks to the O-ring. See if I can't get a good angle for this light here. Well, you can actually see it just fine. So I'm going to pop this in here. See, this bracket doesn't go to anything now. What the hell? Getting in there. Wow, this one's actually kind of hard to get in. That one will stick real good. Maybe it's because of the bracket. It's in. See, without the epoxy, you can see the gap in there. I hope it's not going to leak. So again, take that wiring harness and essentially just pop it on there, and the job's done. on a lot of vehicles, the hard part is actually getting to the sensor, especially on modern cars. The space is just too tight, so we have a real hard time getting off the bracket and bolt. It's in, so we're going to test drive this bad girl, see if we see any different results. Nah, hasn't changed anything else. It looks like I screwed the pooch either during the transmission change or because I changed the transmission fluid. Well guys, I'm back under the truck. Changing that one sensor did not change up anything at all. But I realized a way to test the other one. They're both the same dang sensor. The only reason I didn't want to touch the one with the red gasketing is because it leaks. But if I put the new one in, where that one is, it's not going to leak. And then I can put the old one that worked back in the other slot, and then we'll see if that changes anything. Then, if it still doesn't work, it means that changing the transmission fluid was indeed a bad idea because it wasn't maintenance, and it might be stuck forever not going past second, which is alright as long as it keeps driving for me. Let's find out. Come on. Where's the light? Where's the light? What the heck and heck? Oh yeah. Pop this old sensor, well, this new sensor out. Oh, fluid wear, son. Pop it off the harness. Big pop. Put it next to the other one. Don't magnetize each other, please. Now, this is the other. This one's bolted in. Actually, guys, I'm going to have to go get a tool real quick. I could almost swear that this is the same setup from the last time I did this. Pop the harness off. Pop it off, pop it off. Bolt right there. Whoa. Oh, it doesn't fit. What is this? This is a 1/4. I'm gonna find something just a little bigger. A lot of fun. Off camera, I just had a magic disappearing act with the last ratchet and extension I showed you. Fantastic. However, looks like got the right size going. It's an 8mm. Oh my God, not again. That little bolt was in there. Got it. Look at that, all that RTV I had on there. This O-ring just wouldn't hold. Alright, let's pop that new one in there. And if this one actually has the spot to bolt it in. Wow, that snapped right into place. Beautiful. Only if that bolt would do the same. Alright. Alright, it's locked into place. Once again, we'll pop the harness back on. The new speed sensor is now active in the other slot. And we'll put the old one that apparently still worked back where it was. Pop that harness back in. Alright. Now we'll see for sure if it's the transmission or the speed sensors. Still doesn't want to seem to shift. Well, today evidence is inconclusive as for why it's doing it, but what is conclusive is that it's not the speed sensors. So at least I know that. As for future diagnostics, trials, we'll see. For sure, whenever you're changing your transmission fluid, doing anything with the transmission, be very careful, because you never know what you could mess with. That's a very important component. That's probably today's best lesson.